like I told you before I ended the last video, I told you to create some posts, and we continue from there. So I created just one post, and actually I added a menu. I know we've not discussed about menu, but I'm going to talk about that in the subsequent lesson. So while after creating it, I discovered that I refresh the page and it's not working, and that is why I opened another browser. You can see I'm using Opera Mini now. I just want to test to see if the changes have taken place. So sometimes you will have such issues whereby you make changes but it's not appearing, and you are sure you've done the right thing and it's still not showing up. So what you can do is just open another browser and try to launch it. Try to launch that particular page so that maybe you will see the changes. If the changes have taken place, definitely it will show. Okay, so you can see that now. So here it's showing the post that I made. So it's showing the post that I made. This is how to create a WordPress website in 30 minutes. That was the post I made. I don't believe you've made your own post, and like I said, so that you can follow through. And this is the menu I created. Okay, so let's now, the next thing I want us to do is to change this background. The background, this blue, light blue that we are seeing at the background of our screen. So I'm going to Google and I've searched for something, and I'm trying to look for some results in Shutterstock pictures. So let's say we search for let's make a search for background. Let's search for background. All the pictures I'm seeing here, I don't like them. So let's search for background. Let's say probably we'll get something. Although Shutterstock is a paid service, so you can get images from there, but most of them you will need to pay. But let me just see if I will see something that I can download for free, and that is very lovely, that I can use as the background of my blog. So let me open this one. Let's go down. Okay. I think I like this blue, but it seems it's not downloadable. It's locked. Okay, let me see if it will open. Okay, let's try to download it. I know they will ask me to create an account. I don't want to create an account. I just want something I'll just download very quickly for just demo purpose. This is just a demo website, so I'm not going to be paying for image just to make a background here. So okay, even if you try to download it, you can see that it's showing as a web file, which means it's going to be useless. You will not be able to use it. So let's see, I want to confirm that to you. Let's go to background, under appearance, let's go to background. So you can see where it's bringing us to. So it says select image. Now if you try to upload it and we look for what I just saved, which is BG, you can see that is a web file, so it cannot be used. So you can see the error, it's not useful. So it has to be either a PNG file or JPEG. So I think let me try I think PNG tree. Okay, let's just search for free PNG. Yes, let's go to pngtree.com. I think we can get free image from this place. So okay, it's opening up, so we just click here and search. Just click here and search. Let me close this one. You can see where to search. There are different types of categories of picture. You can see animals, stars, and all that. So I'll just see if I can get one from here, but if I don't have any good one, I'll go back up there and search for what I want. All these ones. Okay, let's just search. Let's search. Say background. We are looking for a background. We want to change that background to something more lovely. That one is okay, but I just want you to know that you can actually change the background of your blog, of your page, and all of that. So I think I love this blue one. I'm a fan of blue. I love blue color a lot, so let's go for blue. You can choose anything, but make sure it rhymes with what you have. It rhymes with what you have. So here, just right click on this. What is this? This asking me to sign up again, just like Shutterstock. Okay, all right, let me just open this image. Let me open it in a bigger screen, then probably I will be able to just download it for free without entering any details. So I think this one is allowing me to download. Yes, you can see this one is a JPEG file. It's a JPEG file. So you can see it has been downloaded. So let me go back there and select it and use it. Okay, yes, you can see it there now. It's now on my desktop. So take note of where you download. If you are downloading a picture from the internet and you want to use this one is too dark, you can see my text are not coming out too well. So I think we need to look for something else. That first blue I like so much would have been the best. That is the one my mind goes to. Let's go back there. Let's see. Let me try again. Save image as good. So let me save it again. Let me save this one. I think something was wrong with this side before, something, I don't know. All right. So let's save this one. Good. Let's use this and see how it looks like. So we remove this one and then select image, and we upload that particular one that I've just downloaded. So we're using this one. Back, then I say open. So it will upload. Once it finishes uploading, then you just click choose file. Okay, I think this one is better. This one comes out clearer. The text are clear. So you need to ensure, you need to be a little bit of a graphic designer for you to be a good web designer as well. So you need to have little knowledge of graphic design, be able to combine colors. Okay, so let's refresh this. see. Okay, good. I think you can see now that the page is now displaying. Like I told you earlier, it was not displaying the changes I made, and that's why I have to use another browser to test it. So it's now displaying now. So I think okay, the next thing I want us to do, okay, I think let's go for customize. We've talked about background, it's still under customizing. Let's go to general customizing. Let's see how you can now make changes. You've added content. Now how do you customize, that is design, you make your blog to look and feel the way you want it to be. So you can see now it will show you are customizing on Kubi. So you are customizing it to show you the name of your website. That is the website you are currently customizing. So it will show you then the active theme that you are using. You see it. So we are using 2021. That is the name of the theme. You can change it. So let's say for instance I want to change this now, because the theme actually determines the architecture, how your work will look like, where each item will be able to will stay and all of that. So when customizing like this, you'll be able to see everything as it looks on the main page. So you'll be seeing a view of it. You can see the post that we made. You can see the menu, which I told you I created earlier, but we're going to talk about that later. And you can see the way they are arranged. If we are to change this theme now, you discover that everything will change. So but let's just go through the tools here. The first thing here is the site identity. So you can see it says you can upload our logo here. So if you have a logo, this is the time for you to upload it. You can just click here. Let's upload a logo. So I have a logo that I use for my website, but I mean for my business. So let's just use that one for example. So go to upload files and say select files. Then you locate where you saved your file. You must know where you saved your file. I keep on hammering on that. So I think my own is on download. So I'll look for my logo. I can see on Kubi, yes. So I take this one and we hit open, or just double click. Okay, so it will upload. Now depending on yes, you see all the details. Just click on select. Once it's you've uploaded, click on select image. So it will ask you to crop depending on the size, the default size that came with the theme. How the theme is built, the size that the logo is supposed to be, this is the size, but I'll just keep it for now. So now what is expected of you is to just go and create your logo in that size of that particular theme that you want to use, or rather you can leave it like this and it will appear that way. So everything will appear fully. So let's go down. So you can see the title and the tagline. Let's say for instance this on Kubi, and I can say I want to change it to on Kubi Academy. It says it's a place for learning. So the tagline too, if you are not pleased with it, you can change it here now. So you can change whatever. So and you can choose whether to display it or not. Let's go down. The next thing we have here is site icon. So the site icon here, I need to show this one to you. Say site icon are what you see in the browser tab, breadcrumb bars, and with the WordPress mobile app. So at the top, at the edge, you got this up, this up here. you can see a W in a circle. So that is what we call the site icon. Let me show you some other ones in some common websites that you know. So you can see, okay, you see YouTube, you can see the icon, you can see, so that is what we call site icon. It can also be the same thing as your logo. You can see that of Starlink, and so that is what we mean by site icon. So it can still be the same logo, that but a different version of it that is 512 by 512. So I just use the same thing, so you can see how it will look. So that is a sample. This is a sample of how it will look like by the time people are browsing your website. So that's how it's going to look like at that edge. So I'll just say skip cropping. I think we are done here. There is no any other thing for us to set here, so we just click publish. So please, anytime you make changes under customize, you make sure you publish. So let's go back to the next option. After site identity, we have colors and dark mode. So the colors and dark mode. The color is that background. I mean that yes, that other light blue background. So now, but all these things differs depending on the theme that you have. So you may not see all the exactly what we are seeing here in your own. So let's say, for instance, if I change this theme now, you discover that what will appear in that place will not be the same. So these are the themes that are available, that are already installed. So we are using 2021, which is the one up. So let's say we choose this 2020, and we want to live preview it. We want to use it. Let's click on live preview. So it will now show us how this website will look like if we are to use that particular theme. So you can see now the active theme has changed. So and the look of the whole thing has changed as well. The menu, everything, how the text are arranged and all of that. So it has all changed. So like I told you earlier, the theme determines, but I just want you to have all the normal knowledge of how to use WordPress before I will go into using theme, whereby you just install a theme and just make changes. Theme is like a template, it's already built. So now let's look at this side. You see that this categorized is talking about the categories of the categories of blog. You know, your blog they are supposed to be categorized differently, news, different things like that. So but let's just ignore that for now. Let's change back to the thing we are using. So 2021, and we click live preview and continue from where we stopped. So you can see the entire thing changed again. So just like that. So the theme, let's go to color. Now here we can select the color, background color that we want, but that will only take effect if we had not replaced the background. Before it was a color, now we have a background, so whatever color we choose now might not take effect, but this is where you change the color. So let me say, for instance, I want something like light blue. I told you I like blue so much. So let's say something like light blue, but you can see that it's not taking effect. But assuming you've not changed the background, it will take effect. So this other place says dark mode support. This one is just particular to this thing. It's telling you that if the user wants to use it, it will be allowed. So you can say it there now. Dark mode is off. So the user of the website can click on it and turn it on, and then the website will look dark. So let's just remove it. It's not useful. The next thing is background image, which is where we upload. You can see the background image that we already have there. So if you want to remove it, you can do all of that there. So you don't need to do that. So when you remove it, the color will take over when the background is removed. If the background is removed, the color takes over. But when there's a background, the color remains there. So the menu is where you set your menu. I told you I created a menu, but we're going to talk more about menu in our subsequent lesson. How I created the menu, how you can create your own, and all of that. So this other secondary menu could just be something down at the down part where you still see the menu that they are located at the top. So don't let me bore you with this. Let's just go backward and skip this menu for now. The next one we have content option. Yes, how will the content that you created, so should it show fully? So on the blog page, if the entire something I've shown, then why would the person even click to read more again? So it should just be a post exact. So you can see it now. It has reduced the post to just take an excerpt, then it will put a button for the person to continue reading. So that is it. Then you can see this post details. So the details that you want to show, like this uncategorized that we were seeing here, you can say you can mark it out. You can say that it's not showing it again. So we can mark it out. Display categories, you just mark it out, not to show categories. So we don't need it basically. So display on blog achieve, display on single post, that is featured image. We've not added featured image to any of our posts. So I think I'll go back and add something to add featured image to one of the posts so that you see how it looks like. So let's just publish this and go backward. Let's go to widgets. Widgets are those things that you see after, maybe at the right of the page or down. In this case, we are having it down. Look at this place, you see search. You can see it search. We have recent posts, and we have recent comments. So I see this recent comment, I don't think is necessary. No, we just remove it. We'll remove it. Click on that. Remove. Let's remove it. It's not necessary. We don't really need to display recent comment. So you can see it's gone. So the search and the recent, you can still interchange it. Maybe you want recent post to come first before search. You can interchange it. So I think this looks well, but no, I think recent post, I would prefer that recent post should come. So you can just click and drag it down to rearrange. You can see that. You can bring it back, but I think I prefer recent post staying first. Yes, okay, recent post, then search on the other side, so it looks well like this. Let's publish. Okay, so let's go backward. You can also add more widgets. You can add more widgets before I leave that place. So when you click on add widget, you see options. You can see the things you can add. Maybe for instance, add a calendar. Let's see. So if you look at it, if you scroll down, you can give your calendar a title. So you can see now, you see June 2021. So if you now put calendar as the title, so it will be written at the top. You can see that now, that is showing as you are typing. So but I don't think it's necessary. Even the calendar itself, I don't think it's needed. Why would you want to add a calendar to a blog? So it all depends. This is just a tutorial to show you how to add different things. So let's remove it. Let's see what else we can add apart from calendar. You can add image, no, but okay, you can also add navigation menu. You can add a list of your pages. Maybe there are 3, 4, 5 pages you want it to be listed so that people can just click on it. what will I add here? Okay, we can add a video, but no, we are not going to add a video here. Let's just say which one do we choose? Okay, let me add an image. Maybe at the top bottom of my blog, I want my image to show a picture of me, and then maybe I'll just write something below it, like my if you go to all this blog, you see about the blogger, about the author, so something like that. So let's just, okay, since I don't have my picture here, let me just use this one and say add to widget. Okay, so that is it. Then under it, I'll just add another widget again. I'll add another widget. All these ones are not necessary, except if you want, when they click this picture, it should lead you to another link, or you want to add title. So let's say the title should be about me. I'm not going to add any link, so it's not a clickable picture that will take you to somewhere. So I just say about the author. Good. So about the author, then I will there's no any other thing to set here. It's not the image, no. So let's scroll down below it. So I want after the about the author, after the picture. So let me even cut it away because it's not showing. Where in the place I will add another widget that will show text, another widget that will show text. So, and that is where I will now add about the author, and then I will say a little something about myself as the author of that blog. So I think what you just do, go to other blogs that you've been reading, take inspiration from there, see how they built their own, and then follow through. So I'll paste my title here. You can see it as shown, and I'll just type something, just a little excerpt about myself, little introduction. My name Bolaji James is okay. What do I write now? What do I write? Bolaji James is a teacher and an author. So you can, let me just formulate this one and just put it there. But if you look at other people's blog, you see example of what you are supposed to add and what you are not supposed to add. So I'll just put something there. So if you want to add something like this, think of what, that is why you are a blogger. If you are creating a blog, that means you have that idea of creating content. You want to be a content creator. So okay, so I said he has authored so many books, including the parable of the promised child. Although that book was never published, I only published it on a Kindle KDP, that is Amazon KDP, Kindle publisher. So let's just publish this like this. So I think it looks good like this. Let's go back. We are through with all of this. The home page setting, which we already did, I've shown you that for a blog you just leave it as your latest post. So excerpt setting, so the excerpt of your blog, like maybe you want this way is said maybe how many words should it be, the full text. So we're still all talking about the same thing we've done before. So I think that is all we have to do here. The additional CSS, that is talking about coding. You want to add a code, they used SL, so they are advanced things. I may talk about them in subsequent videos later when you become a professional. So we don't really need them now. So basically what we've done so far, I think it all looks looks good. So we've treated everything, we've covered all of this. So the next thing is this proudly powered by WordPress. Under footer, we are supposed to have an option to remove this, but the problem is that most of these themes are not free. Most of the free so-called free theme you see under WordPress, they are not totally free, so they want to leave their credit under your blog, so and which you will not like. So I think while we were checking under footer, we didn't see something like that. Let me go back. Let's just close this. So there's another method that you can use to try. I've used it for some themes, but it's not all themes that it works for. But let's just try. Let's go to full theme editor here. Still under appearance. Let's go to theme editor. Please be very careful in this area. If possible, if you know you are not, you can see this warning here. So because if you just disorganize the theme, the entire work will be destroyed. So you have to look through this theme files here. This theme file, you have to look through it and look for footer, theme footer. So you can see theme footer. Let's click on it. Then that text proudly powered by, so we have to search for it. Let's just scroll. Let's scroll. We just go through and look for that particular text. Okay, I think I've seen it. Yes, you can see WP footer. So if you look up here, you see powered by. So you can see WordPress. Let's confirm powered by, and then you see all those signs. But the problem is sometimes when you change this, you discover that your website will be redirecting. When people load your website, it will take them to another place, to take them to another website entirely. That is the power of coding. These people are the owner of their team, so they may have entered some code that if you try to tamper with this, it should be redirecting your site to another place. So I want us to just confirm. I want us to confirm what is showing there before we know what to tamper with. So we need to be, I told you need to be very careful in this particular area. If you are not sure of yourself, please don't try to edit this place. In my subsequent lesson, I will teach you how to get themes for free. Although I will also tell you the repercussion of using free and downloading nothing. We call them nothing. So okay, we are proudly powered by WordPress. Let's go there so we can see. So that place where they wrote WordPress. So this is it here. Then the website it will lead you to. The website it will lead you to is the one you have, http://wordpress.org. So those are the things we are going to change. We are going to change this website here to our own website, so that by the time they click on that text that we are going to change WordPress to, it will take them back to our site, or maybe to another of our sites. So they made it that when you click on that WordPress on the home page, it will take you to WordPress, this website address that is here. So as I say, let me just put store link as an example .com.ng. Okay, then this place where you say proudly powered by, so I don't need to let this place where you say WordPress, I'll just change this WordPress to, so you can see this WordPress, the text here, I'll just change it to proudly powered by Uncle B. So let me just say Uncle B, proudly powered by Uncle B. So I will now, I think that is all. So I will scroll down. There's nothing else to change. Just scroll down. to the end of the document here, and then click on update file. So file edited successfully. Now let's go back and reload the page and see if it goes out. Okay, so like I told you, sometimes it doesn't work out. There are a lot of code that they've put into it that enable it. Sometimes by the time you even come back, discover that it has even changed back to what was there. So if you want to do this professionally, then you need to learn coding. But like I told you, we will not be talking about coding, so we find our way around it. If we try this and it's not working, I think I've done what's supposed to be done. If it's not working, it simply means it has been programmed that way. So let's copy it. Let's try again. I told you sometimes sometimes you make some changes and it will not show up, it will not display, it will not take effect immediately. So let me use another browser to confirm. So if we open another browser and it's still the same, then there's no hope. There's no hope there. Except you have to go search online and see if someone have used this theme before and has been able to change the footer message, the footer credit. We call it footer credit. So let me just use another browser to test it. This browser is delaying, it's not coming up. Okay, alright, I think it's coming up now. So okay, now that is coming up. Oh, this video is becoming too long for me. Okay, let's just test it. Let's paste and let's see what comes out from here. Not now, please. Firefox, stop disturbing, please. Okay. Okay, let's go down and see. So it's still there, proudly powered by WordPress. It's still there. So I think what that means is that is programmed that way. So what I think we can do is to use another theme. And I told you I'll be talking about themes later, but for now there are some themes that is still okay that I recommend that you'll be able to use their you'll be able to edit their footer credit. Although they are also paid they are paid paid theme as well, or at least their free version, we can say it's truly free. At least to that extent, they allow you to use all the facilities, only that you not get other added services. So we can say they are truly free. Okay. So let's go back to appearance. Let's go to theme. We go to theme. I want us to install one theme. It's called, this theme we want to install is called Ocean WP. So we go to theme and click on add new. You can also try Astra, Astra is also a very good theme. So let's click on this place and search for Ocean WP. That should be a good thing that will be able to edit the footer template. So you can say there is the first option. It has been used by millions of people. Very, very good theme. A very good free theme for you to build your website the way you want. So we click on install. So you can see it's installing. We click on install to take some seconds or minutes depending on your network. Still installing. So you have to wait for it to install. So good, install. So once it's installed, we click activate. We activate the theme. That means we are not using that 2021 again. So now it has been activated, but it's asking us to install a particular plugin that will make it to work well. So please make sure you do this. So just say begin installing plugin. Begin installing plugin. So it's just one. It's just one that is asking you to install. Mark it and then say install and say apply. Click apply. So it will automatically install and activate that plugin because it's required for this plugin to this particular theme to work well. So I told you earlier that plugins are they add functionalities to your WordPress website. They are enabled to do one or two things. So we are done with that. Now let's go back to our website. Let's see if there's any changes. I think there should be a change because we have now installed a new theme, but sometimes you know that we've been having such issue. So let's just go to, if it's still showing this way, it means those changes have not taken effect. Let's go to customize. Let's go back to customize and see if we see the effect. So this, just ignore this one. So we are customizing on Kubi Academy. All the changes we made earlier are now valid. So let's see how the blog looks like with this new theme that we have installed. With this new theme that we have installed, so you can see view paid features. They also have paid features, but at least with the free feature you can do a lot of things. So you can see that what I was saying earlier, you can see that the options you have here are quite different from what we have in the 2021 theme. So it all depends on your theme that will determine the things you have here. So once you install your theme, then you come. So let's go back to that footer. So you can see that footer widget here. So you can see in that other place we don't have that. So, and you can see how this one looks like. You can see our menu that was showing, home and sample, they were all showing there, but here now they are hidden. We have to click. So you can see that the blog has changed. It has taken a new shape. You can see continue reading, So that is because you've installed a new theme. So the recent post that we put there, and then the search, you can see the way the search is appearing now. Then the down, you can so the footer is where we had issue the other time. So now let's go back to, let's see how we can edit it here. Footer button is the option here. So in some places it will just be footer. Under footer you see copyright message. So this one, but here it's named footer button. So we just erase this part of the footer message. You can say by Nick. Oh no. So you see, as soon as I cancel that part of the bracket, you can see that it changed. So what I noticed that is a kind of code. That OceanWP_date is a code, so you won't tamper with that. So just delete only this other area. You just delete this other area, OceanWP, and then put your own company or any other thing you want to put there. So you can say copyright. So you can, this place is still showing OceanWP date, but as soon as we publish and refresh, it will take place. I'm very sure of that. So because I cancelled that bracket, that bracket, that is why. So now let's just refresh this page. Let's refresh it and see whether this one will change, so that it will pick the date, which is 2021. So let's go up here. I'll just click on this Uncle B, so it will refresh the page. So changes that have been done ought to take place. So now let's scroll down, so you can see that. So that code, that text in a bracket is a code, so please don't tamper with it. So this particular OceanWP is where it picks the date that is currently on of the computer or whatever. So it's what it's going to pick. So just deal with only that place. Change the theme by Nick. So now I think we have been able to solve that problem there. So now let's go to footer widgets. Since this one has footer where we've already done all of this before, but let's just see some of the functionalities that this new theme has. So we have footer widget, but I don't think we have anything to do here. I don't think we have anything to set here. Okay. So the column, I think, is the only thing that you can set there. How many columns should your footer be? Which is 4 columns. So it's going to be arranged in 4 columns. So I don't think we have much to do there. So let's just move on. Okay, I go to widgets. So you can see, like I said, we have 4 columns there. So when you set it to be 4 columns, here you see footer 1, footer 2, footer. So if you made it 2 columns in the other side, it will also be 2 footer 1, footer 2. So here, you just like the other place, you can add things to your widget. But you can see that the things you can add here are quite different from the other thing. So for instance, Facebook like box. Let me use this one as an example. I know many of us will like this. Maybe you want people to be able to like your Facebook page right from your website. So your Facebook page should be showing down on your footer, so that people can just click on like from there. So it opens. You can give it a title, maybe like you can say like us on Facebook, then the URL you paste it there. Let's go to Facebook. Let me look for a theme. Let me copy my address. I think it should be facebook.com/Uncle B. No, is it Uncle B network? Let's just go to facebook.com. Let me not copy wrong link. So I go to pages. I'll go to pages and I'll click the page I want to use. So this should be the page I'm using, Uncle B network. So okay, it has opened. So the link here. So but you can see these pages you manage should not be there, because it's showing this because I am the owner of the page visiting. So if you just go there for a visitor, it should just be like this. So I'll copy it and then I'll paste it there. I'll paste it in the Facebook page URL. You can see the note there, say it only works with Facebook page. So you can see immediately it has taken shape. It's showing my Facebook page. So this size here, I'll just change this size. It's too big. So the width, I can just make it 200. While the height, let's say 120. Is it not too small? Because the logo is not showing very well. Okay. Maybe we make this 160. So it's up to you. You can adjust the size, or you can just leave it exactly as the theme as is already shown on the theme. So you show faces, maybe it should show the faces of people that liked your page and all of that. So all those settings are there. I don't know why it's not showing the faces of those people that have liked my page. So okay, make it 250 by 200. Let's just publish this. Then let's give it a title. At the top it could be like us on Facebook, like us on, you can see there, like us on Facebook. And you can see it works only with Facebook page. This thing works only with Facebook page, so don't you try to use your personal profile. So don't try to use your personal profile. So let's just hit publish. Let's leave it like that and hit publish. So we go to footer 2. We can add another thing. Let's add a widget. See what we can add. I think I will stop. I'll pause this video and continue after adding something. I'll just add something like about me. Maybe I'll remove the other one that I did before. Okay. So this top bar, let's go to this top bar where we see place your content here. We want to remove it. You can see top bar. So go to general, under it say enable top bar. So if I mark it out now, you discover that that up side will go off. That place where you say place your content here, so it will go off. So I think that would just be the best thing. But in some cases, some people would like to add, if you go to some website or some blog, you see like the email address, the phone number that you can use to contact them. So if you want to add things like that there, you can leave it on, and then you create those things. Those things must have been created under the content. We must have selected the content that so the things you want to have there must have been created before you enable it. So but for this tutorial, I'll just disable it. Let's just go back to general and disable it. Let's go back to general. I don't see any usefulness on a blog, so let's disable it and publish. Okay, we disable it and publish, and then let's see what else needs our attention here. So we can see, I think so far the blog is looking well, at least for a beginner. So I think we should stop this video here. The video is becoming too long. So let's I was thinking of changing this, removing this category. I think I removed it earlier. I removed it earlier. I don't know why it's still showing again the category. So the category here, okay, because we added a new theme, so I'll remove it. I'll just mark that eyes so that it should not be visible. I don't want it to be visible, so it will load. I think it's gone now. So I think that is all. Okay, the featured image, I said we should add featured image as well. So let me go and do that. Let me work on the featured image, then we end everything. So but let's publish this one first. Okay, so we go to just open one of our posts. I said I will just add featured image to one of the posts. So just let's click on this, how to create a website in 30 minutes. We open it, then we change the featured image, so just for you to see how it looks like if all those posts would have a featured image, so that you don't say I didn't mention it. So let's just cover that particular area. It has loaded up, the post has opened. So we just go to this setting. You can see that the interface has changed. It was not like this when we were using that 2021. So we'll go to setting here and click on featured image, and then set featured image. So we want to put a featured image for just one of the posts. So here we were talking of how to build a website, so I'll just look for a picture that looks like that suits that particular post. You've seen blog posts online, so I think this web design something, yes, let me use this one because it shows someone working on website. So I'm working on a laptop, so let's put that one as our featured image. Let's put that one as a featured image. Yes, professional web developer. Alright, so we update it. So when you make changes to a post, you have to update. You have to update it, please. So you can say it has been updated. So let's now refresh this. Let's refresh and see how it looks like. Good. So you can see it now. So this is how each of them will look like, but I don't like this picture is too big. What if I can just make the picture to just be on one side, then the excerpt that the excerpt that is taken from each of the posts should just be on the right. So let's quickly do that again. Let's quickly see how we can work on that. Let's go back to I think we should be going back to under the theme setting, that is the customize of a theme. So that is where we'll be able to set that option. So let's go back to dashboard. From there we'll be able to access our customizer. So we go back to appearance. What is appearance? Yes, then customize. So under customize, we'll be able to now see how do we want that picture to align. That is under content, the management of the content. How do we want the content to be arranged? So that should be where we can find it. It's still loading. Okay. Okay. Finally. Okay, so we want to make this thing to appear on the other side. So let's go to blog and go to blog entries. The blog entries is the page where you enter each of this thing. So let's go to, I think I saw something earlier. So you can see large image. That means the image should be large, but let's change it to thumbnail. So where should it be? You can see now it has changed. So where should the thumbnail be? Should it be on the left or on the right? And then this vertical position, I think it should just be on the left. And let's just publish it like this and see if the changes has taken place. Let's reload the page. It's not showing. I think what we do is quickly test another browser, not to waste our time again. I'll pause the video and open this in another browser. So please always, from what you can see now, is like you have to leave your other browser open so that you can always do a test of your page. Okay. My browser is opening up. I guess I will not even be closing the browser again. Okay, let's go back and look at our page again. Let's see if that thumbnail setting that we changed has actually taken effect. So this our blog. Okay, good. So you can see it has taken effect, but there is not showing. So this is the reason why you need to have a second browser to check through, to make sure you check your changes whenever you make them. So you can change the colors, colors of the heading, the about, the top, the heading, the topic, and all of that. So let's just leave it. So I think we are done with this place. We go backward, and you can see this place where I say about me, the text is not showing well because the color is black. So I'll just click on this. I want to change the color, this color. So I'll click on this about me. You can see there's like a pencil there for me to edit it. So I want you to see where I went to. So I'll go to a footer widget. Yeah, and you can see background color for the footer widget. So it's black, and the text are also black. So that is why it's not showing well. So I would need to look for maybe a lighter color so that my text there will show very well. So you can see it's coming out brighter. I don't know why the image is not showing. So let me still make it a bit brighter. Still drag this up. Okay. So yes, so I think the text is coming out. So you can now say that the blog looks nice. So this is where I will draw the curtain. Let's now see this. Let's publish this and see how it looks on a mobile. If you have a mobile phone with you, just go ahead. If you are following the tutorial, go ahead and test on a mobile and see how it looks like. Or you can also drag the edge of your browser and reduce it. So from there, so this image, I think I've set it before, I've changed it. I don't know why it's not showing. So just let's pause this video here. It's becoming really long. So so far so good. We've been able to cover a lot of things. So you can reduce the size. Of your browser so that you see how it looks like on the phone. You can see that it looks good on a phone. Even on a phone, it still looks very good, as well as on a desktop. So that is it, and that is the conclusion of this particular one. We've been able to build a blog with WordPress, and in the next video we'll talk about if this same website would have been a company website, what will now be the difference? What are the other things you need to do? So that is what we'll be discussing in the next video. Make sure you subscribe and turn on your notification if you have not done so that you can be seeing what is coming next. As soon as the videos are dropping, you get notification from YouTube. Thank you very much for watching. In the next video, that is where we'll be talking about building a website, and after I'm through with that, we move on to using themes, customizing themes, already made template that you just customize it. But you need to have this knowledge so that if you are just used to customizing theme, you may end up having some issue. But if you have gotten some technical knowledge like this, at least you know how to go about all the settings. It will be easier for you to edit any kind of theme. Thank you very much for watching. subscribe, share the video, and let others know that they can learn to do this for free. Thank you, and see you in the next video. Bye.